Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TikTok Desert Nationals. It's time for qualifying session 3, and we start with Pro Stock. Our bump spot is Erica Enders with the 175.8. Our first pair, number 22 qualifier Jason Line in the far lane, number 21 qualifier Greg Anderson in the near lane. Can they improve and get in? 180 flat for Jason Line and a 189.3 for Greg Anderson. Jason Line goes up to number 19. Greg Anderson down to number 22. Our next pair now, number 21 qualifier Kenny Koretsky in the far lane. Number 20 qualifier Vidusky in the near lane. At 178.5 for Vidusky. Kenny Koretsky at 182 flat. Kenny Koretsky stays number 21. Vidusky up to number 18. Our next pair, now number 19 qualifier Warren Johnson in the far lane. Number 17 qualifier V Gaines near lane. Eric Enders 175.8. Still on the bump. A 182.5 for Warren Johnson and 184.1 for V Gaines. They will not improve. Our next pair, number 16 qualifier Eric Enders in the far lane. Number 15 qualifier Dave Hazard in the near lane. Can Enders improve? Can Hazard improve? 175.6 for Eric Enders and a 179.8 for Dave Hazard. Eric Enders improves by 0.02 of a second. Goes to number 15, knocking Dave Hazard back to 16. They switch spots. Dave Hazard will start on your bump for the fourth and final session with a 175.7. Our next pair, number 14 qualifier Alan Johnson in the far lane. Number 13 qualifier Dave Conley in the near lane. 173 flat for Alan Johnson and 180 with a 2 for Dave Conley. Alan Johnson improves to the number 9 spot. Dave Conley is going to follow the number 14 spot. Our next pair, number 13 qualifier, Roger Dodger in the far lane. Number 12 qualifier, Biggie in the near lane. Can they improve? Good run, a 174.5 for Roger Dodger and a 175.9 for Big E. Roger Dodger beats Big E's time, or Big E's quickest time by a thou. Moves up to number 12, Big E falls to number 13. Our next pair, number 11 qualifier, Fireball in the far lane. Number 10 qualifier, CM Punk in the near lane. CM Punk was disqualified in session 2. 175.8 for Fireball and a 177.2 for CM Punk. Fireball stays 11th, CM Punk stays 10th. Our next pair, number 8 qualifier, Zan in the far lane. Number 7 qualifier, John Cena in the near lane. Top half was not touched. Zan struggling off the starting line there. A 174.9 for Cena. A 198.8 for Zan. Zan will stay 8th. Cena will stay 7th. Our next pair, number 6 qualifier, Bones in the far lane. Number 5 qualifier, Hockey in the near lane. A 173.5 for Bones and a 174 flat for Hockey. Bones stays number 6. Hockey stays number 5. Our next pair, number 4 qualifier, Civic in the far lane. Number 3 qualifier, Toyota near lane. 172.3 for Toyota and 172.8 for Hockey. Good run. Civic stays number 4. Toyota stays number 3. Our final pair, Pro Stock, qualifying session 3. Number 2 qualifier, Fast Fish in the far lane. Number 1 qualifier, Bulma near lane. 171 flat is your number 1 qualifier. 169.9 from Fast Fish. He will take your number 1 spot. 173.4 from Bulma. Here are your current Pro Stock standings after qualifying session 3. Fast Fish, now your number 1 qualifier with a 169.9, followed by Bulma, Toyota, Civic, Hockey, Bones, John Cena, and Zan, running out the top 8. The bottom half of the field, number 9 qualifier, Alan Johnson, followed by CM Punk, Fireball, Roger Dodger, Big E, Dave Conley, Eric Enders, and Dave Hazard on the bump, the 175.7. Currently not qualified. One more chance to go. V Gaines, Vidusky, Warren Johnson, Jason Line, Kenny Kresge, Greg Anderson. Mario Kart, Session 3, next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TikTok Desert Nationals. It's time for Mario Kart qualifying session number 3. Our bum spot is currently Baby Peach with a 171.4. Our first pair, number 22 qualifier, Baby Luigi in the far lane. Number 24 qualifier, Baby Luigi in the far lane. My bad. Number 23 qualifier, Bowser Jr. in the near lane. Can these two get in? 171 flat for Baby Luigi and a 175.2 for Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. down to number 24. Baby Luigi gets in, but on the bump. Baby Luigi now on the bump with a 171 flat. Our next pair, number 23 qualifier, Toadette in the far lane. Number 22 qualifier, Koopa Troopa in the near lane. And a 173.7 for Koopa Troopa and a 174.3 for Toadette. Toadette stays 23rd. Koopa Troopa stays 22nd. Our next pair, number 21 qualifier, Luigi in the far lane. Number 20 qualifier, Shy Guy in the near lane. Baby Luigi still holding on, 171 flat. 171.7 for Luigi, a 174.3 for Shy Guy. Luigi stays 21, Shy Guy stays 20. Our next pair, Baby Mario, number 19 qualifier. In the far lane, number 18 qualifier, Rosalina near lane. 171 flat, Baby Luigi on the bump. 173.2 for Baby Mario and a 174.9 for Rosalina. Baby Mario stays 19th, Rosalina will stay 18th. Our next pair, number 17 qualifier, Baby Peach in the far lane. Number 15 qualifier, Diddy Kong in the near lane. The only one who can bump Baby Luigi back out is Baby Peach. Baby Luigi 171 flat. And a 171.6 for Baby Peach. Will not happen. A 173 flat for Diddy Kong. Baby Luigi will stay on the bump, number 16 going into the final qualifying session. Baby Peach 17th, Diddy Kong 15th. Our next pair, number 14 qualifier, Cat Peach, far lane. 13 qualifier, Waluigi, near lane. 170.9 for Cat Peach and a 174.6 for Waluigi. Cat Peach stays 14th. Waluigi stays 13th. Our next pair, number 12 qualifier, Light Blue Yoshi in the far lane. Number 11 qualifier, Donkey Kong in the near lane. 169.8 for Light Blue Yoshi and a 172.7 for Donkey Kong. Light Blue Yoshi stays number 12. Donkey Kong stays number 11. Our next pair, number 10 qualifier, Wario in the near lane. Number 9 qualifier, Light Blue Shy Guy in the near lane. Wario in the far lane. I can't speak. 169.9 for Light Blue Shy Guy and a 172.6 for Wario. Wario stays 10th. Light Blue Shy Guy stays 9th. Our next pair, number 8 qualifier, Mario in the far lane. Number 7 qualifier, Yoshi. Green Yoshi in the near lane. 169.2 for Mario and a 171.8 for Green Yoshi. Mario stays 8th. Green Yoshi stays 7th. Our next pair, number 6 qualifier, Princess Peach, far lane. Number 5 qualifier, Bowser in the near lane. We've seen one improvement in the entire session. A 170 with a 5 for Princess Peach and a 172.2 for Bowser. Princess Peach stays 6th. Bowser stays 5th. Our next pair, number 4 qualifier, Dry Bones, far lane. Number 3 qualifier, Toad, near lane. Dry Bones a 170 with the 5. Toad a 173.1. Dry Bone stays 4th. Toad stays 3rd. Our next and final pair of Mario Kart qualifying session 3. Number 2 qualifier, Red Yoshi, far lane. Number 1 qualifier, Lakitu, near lane. 169-1 for Lakitu and a 170-3 for Red Yoshi. In your current Mario Kart standings after qualifying session 3 are as followed. Lakitu still your number 1 qualifier. The 166-9, followed by Red Yoshi, Toad, Dry Bones, Bowser, Princess Peach, Green Yoshi, and Mario, rounding out the top 8. Bottom half of the field, we got Light Blue Shy Guy qualified number 9, followed by Wario, Donkey Kong, Light Blue Yoshi, Waluigi, Cat Peach, Diddy Kong, and Baby Luigi on the bump for the 171 flat. Currently not qualified with 1 session to go. Baby Peach, Rosalina, Baby Mario, Shy Guy, Luigi, Koopa Troopa, Toadette, and Bowser. Top fuel, qualifying session 3. Next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TikTok Desert National. It's time for Top Fuel qualifying session 3. Shawn Langdon, currently on a bump with the 188-1. Our first run will be Terry McMillan, the newest dragster in the Emily Oil Top Fuel dragster. His quickest time so far is a 2:09 with a 4. He's sitting number 23. Can he get under the 2 marker? No, but he'll go a 2:06.4. That'll be his quickest time to date. Terry McMillan improves his time, but will not improve position. He'll stay 23rd. Our next pair, number 22 qualifier, Leah Pruitt, far lane. Number 21 qualifier, Austin Prock, near lane. Leah Pruitt's in the far lane, if I didn't say that right. 190 with a 2 for Austin Prock and a 198.8 for Leah Pruitt. Leah Pruitt stays number 22. Austin Prock moved up to number 20. Doesn't get in the show, but a 190-2 is the quickest time yet. Our next pair, now number 21 qualifier, Antron Brown in the far lane. Number 19 qualifier, Fisher in the near lane. Shawn Langdon still on that bump with a 188-1. 190 with an 8 for Fisher and a 193.4 for Antron Brown. Antron Brown stays number 21. Fisher stays 19th. Our next pair, number 18 qualifier, Morgan Lucas in the far lane. Number 17 qualifier, Brittany Force, near lane. And Shawn Langdon still holding on to the bump spot, 188.1. 188.99 for Brittany Force and a 190 with a 1 for Morgan Lucas. Morgan Lucas stays 18th. Brittany Force stays 17th. Shawn Langdon up now, number 16 qualifier. Number 15 qualifier, Clay Milliken in the near lane. Can they improve? Clay Milliken a 186.4. And Shawn Langdon a 190 with a 7. That will not be an improvement for Shawn Langdon. Shawn Langdon stays on the bump. The 188.1 he had after the last session. Clay Milliken improves to number 14. Up next, number 15 qualifier now, Kenny Bernstein in the far lane. Number 13 qualifier, Doug Coletta in the near lane. Kenny Bernstein a 186.1. Doug Coletta a 187.5. What a run. Kenny Bernstein moves up to number 13, knocking Milliken back down to 15, and Doug Coletta down to 14. Our next pair, number 12 qualifier, Samantha in the far lane. Number 11 qualifier, Rhonda Harmon-Smith in the near lane. A 189.9 for Samantha and a 192 flat for Rhonda Harmon-Smith. Samantha stays 12th. Rhonda Harmon-Smith stays 11th. Our next pair, number 10 qualifier, Corey Mack in the far lane. Number 9 qualifier, Tony Schumacher in the near lane. 185.2 for Tony Schumacher and 188 with a 1 for Corey Mack. Corey Mack stays 10th. Tony Schumacher stays 9th. Our next pair, number 8 qualifier, Larry Dixon far lane. Number 7 qualifier, Thunder in the near lane. 187.6 for Thunder and a 191.1 for Larry Dixon. Larry Dixon stays 8th. Thunder stays 7th. Our next pair, number 6 qualifier, Gary Scelzi in the far lane. Number 5 qualifier, Bones. The Winter Nationals winner in the near lane. And a 186 flat for both drivers. Bones and Scelzi. Wow. Scelzi stays 6th. Bones stays 5th. Our next pair, number 4 qualifier, Mike Dunn, far lane. Number 3 qualifier, Melanie Troxel, near lane. And a 179.7 from Melanie Troxel, 185.3 from Mike Dunn. Mike Dunn stays number 4. Melanie Troxel stays number 3. Our final pair, Top Fuel, qualifying session 3. Number 2 qualifier, Joe Amato in the far lane. Number 1 qualifier, Brandon Bernstein in the near lane. A 180 with a 3 for Brandon Bernstein. A 181.7 for Joe Amato. Your current Top Fuel field after qualifying session 3 changed very minimal. Brandon Bernstein, still your number 1 qualifier from his record-setting 177.9 from session number 1. Followed by Joe Amato, Melanie Troxel, Mike Dunn, Bones, Gary Scelzi, Thunder, and Larry Dixon running out the top 8. Bottom half of the field, number 9 qualifier, Tony Schumacher, followed by Corey Mack, Rhonda Harmon-Smith, Samantha, Kenny Bernstein, Doug Coletta, Clay Mulligan, and Sean Langdon on the bump, the 188.1. Currently not qualified with 1 session to go. You have Brittany Force, Morgan Lucas, Fisher, Austin Prock, Antron Brown, Leah Pruitt, and Terry McMillan. Funny car, qualifying session 3, next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TikTok Desert Nationals. It's time for Funny Car qualifying session 3. Our bump spot is Courtney Force with a 177.5. Up first, number 23 qualifier, Bob Gilbertson in the near lane. Can he get in the show? $182.6. That's going to be a no. Our first pair, number 22 qualifier, is Bob Gilbertson stays 23rd. 22 qualifier, Matt Hagan in the far lane. Number 21 qualifier, Tony Bartone, near lane. Courtney Force still on the bump. 181.3 for Hagan and 185.6 for Bartone. Matt Hagan improves to the number 21 spot, switching spots with Bartone. Bartone now number 22. Our next pair, number 20 qualifier, Tommy Johnson Jr. in the far lane. Number 19 qualifier, Jimmy Pedregon near lane. Courtney Force still on the bump. 184.1 for Jimmy Pedregon and 184.4 for Tommy Johnson Jr. Tommy Johnson Jr. stays 20. Jimmy Pedregon stays 19. Courtney Force still on the bump with a 177.5, and here come her 2 teammates that are not qualified. Number 18 qualifier, John Force in the far lane. Number 17 qualifier, Robert Height in the near lane. Can these 2 get back in? 180 with a 3 for Robert Height and a 180 with a 4 for John Force. Gonna be a no. John Force stays 18th. Robert Height stays 17th. Courtney Force will be in the show after the 3rd session, but will she be 16th or will she be higher? Can she improve? As number 16 qualifier, Courtney Force in the far lane. Number 15 qualifier, Jim Epler in the near lane. A 175.7 for Jim Epler, a 179.4 for Courtney Force. She will remain on the bump. Courtney Force remains on the bump with her 177.5 going into the 4th session. Jim Epler, on the other hand, improves to the number 10 spot. Our next pair, number 15 qualifier, Tony Pedregon in the far lane. Number 14 qualifier, Dale Creasy Jr. in the near lane. Can they improve? A 177.5 for Tony Pedregon and a 179.9 for Creasy Jr. That's going to be a no. Tony Pedregon stays 15th. Dale Creasy Jr. stays 14th. Our next pair, number 13 qualifier, Dale Worsham far lane. Number 12 qualifier, Ron Capps in the near lane. Can they improve? 178.5 for Del Worsham and 183.6 for Ron Capps. Worsham will stay 13th. Capps will stay 12th. Our next pair, number 11 qualifier, Frank Pedregon in the far lane. Number 9 qualifier, Scoop Ricardo in the near lane. $179.1 for Frank Pedregon and $179.3 for Ricardo. Frank Pedregon will stay 11th. Ricardo will stay 9th. Our next pair, number 8 qualifier, debuting a new funny car, is Mello in the far lane. Mello in the far lane. Number 7 qualifier, Eric in the near lane. Do they improve? Mello with a 170 with a 9. That will be an improvement. At 175.6 for Eric. Mello improves to the number 4 spot. Eric drops to number 8. Our next pair, number 7 qualifier, reigning world champion Mellon in the far lane. Number 6 qualifier, Sinister in the near lane. Mellon in the far lane. $172.4 for Mellon or $174.6 for Sinister. Mellon improves his time by 0.02 of a second. Does not improve position. He will stay 7th. Sinister will stay 6th. Our next pair, number 5 qualifier, Haladik in the far lane. Number 3 qualifier, Fisher in the near lane. $171.6 for Haladik. A $172.8 for Fisher. Haladik stays 5th. Fisher stays 3rd. Our final pair of funny car qualifying session 3. Number 2 qualifier, Cruz Pedregon in the far lane. Number 1 qualifier, Thunder in the near lane. Thunder is number 1. The 170 with a 3. Cruz's ran a 170 with a 6. Or 170 with an 8, my bad. A 171.7 for Cruz and a 173.9 for Thunder. Cruz will be number 2. Thunder will be number 1. Here's your current field for funny car after qualifying session 3. Thunder's your number 1 qualifier with the 170 with a 3, followed by Cruz Pedregon Fisher. Mello improves to number 4 spot. Haladik, Sinister, Mellon, and Eric running out the top 8. Your bottom half of the field, Scoop Ricardo number 9, followed by Jim Epler, Frank Pedregon, Ron Capps, Del Worsham, Dale Creasy Jr., Tony Pedregon, Courtney Forrest on the bump with a 177.5. Currently not qualified. 1 session to go. Robert Hyde, John Forrest, Jimmy Pedregon, Tommy Johnson Jr., Matt Hagan, Tony Bartone, and Bob Gilbertson. Qualifying session 4. Final qualifying session. Pro Stock. Next.